Hey everybody, today I want to discuss some terms related to CBD that can sometimes probably cause some confusion, especially if you're doing some reading or research. So today we're going to discuss if there's any difference between CBD oil, CBD oil extracts, or CBD oil tinctures. So let's take a couple minutes, let's dig into details. Let me see if I can give a little bit of clarification that can help empower you as a consumer. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. That way you can receive any content and updates that I put together on the channel moving forward. So make sure you do that. Now, getting back to the task at hand, I thought this was really important. We're discussing CBD oil, CBD tinctures, and CBD extracts. And I'm going to pull from personal experience because this was something that I saw was rather confusing myself. I get questions about it, and then the more I think about it, and again, taking my personal experience, I saw where this can be something that's important. And I want to give some clarification and try to simplify this as much as possible so it's going to benefit you. Now, to define what CBD oil is, the technical term is cannabidiol, and it is a cannabinoid which is found in the cannabis plant. Now, don't always associate marijuana with cannabis, and of course a lot of people do, but there's another variety we're talking about here. We're talking about hemp. Now, hemp is a very useful plant. I mean, as far as like CBD, it's very rich in CBD, very low in THC. THC is the psychoactive cannabinoid which causes the psychoactive high, and that's what is very found at very rich levels in THC and why it's used as a recreational drug, whereas CBD is not psychoactive, does not cause that. And the hemp happens to be very rich in CBD, very low in THC, but ideal for CBD production, but it has a lot of other a lot of other uses as well, which includes like the hemp seeds are very nutritious. I mean, you can buy them at the grocery store. It's in my pantry currently. You can make clothes out of the plant because it happens to be very fibrous, so very useful. Now, back in 2018, they passed a farm bill. It's the Farm Bill of 2018, which essentially legalized hemp at the federal level, which it should have been done for a long time ago, but that pretty much opened up the door, and that's where you see a lot of these different products are now coming to market from that. But that's essentially what CBD oil is. Now, it is like the main or active ingredient. I'm trying to think of what the correct term would be used for in like a CBD product. And an example of a CBD product could be like a lotion or a balm, or it could be something like a sublingual drop here, which is what I use. Now, this is important here because this is actually listed as a CBD hemp extract, if you can actually kind of read that. But there's a lot of confusion if is a CBD like extract, or in this case it's a hemp extract, CBD hemp extract. Is there a difference between that and a CBD oil tincture? Now, a lot of times they're used interchangeably. I've seen that. I've even seen where product listings will have, okay, here is a list of balms and lotions, which are like topical creams that contain CBD, and it's a lotion, topical cream you can put on for whatever reason you're looking to kind of use it. And then they may have these products which are like these drops here, sublingual drops. And I was seeing where they could be listed as an extract, which this one is labeled as an extract, but I also see them listed as tinctures. I did some research and just looked to see, okay, what a tincture actually is by definition. And I just looked under a medical dictionary, and a tincture by definition is basically a alcoholic type of solution that contains something in there. So a tincture by definition will have something contained in an alcoholic solution. And I've actually had a CBD tincture that was in alcohol before in the past, so those probably are still like in the market. It's not one that I use, but also I have seen things such as these little drops that I take, which would be a CBD oil or CBD hemp extract, that would be categorized as a tincture, and essentially they'll probably be like the same thing. So you probably see these words kind of used interchangeably, and the best way to kind of see if it is the same is to simply read the label. Let me explain this part. The sublingual drops are probably the best way to utilize CBD oil, but they're going to be contained in either like a carrier oil, or they may be contained in like alcohol. And the best way to know is to turn around, look on the back, and then see what the ingredients that are included. If you see it's included in alcohol, okay, it's included in alcohol. But most of them are probably going to be included like in a carrier oil, and The carrier oils that I see most commonly are going to be like a hemp seed oil or an MCT oil. I would tell you that I personally use an MCT oil because it's the best oil to use as far as allow for the most efficient optimal absorption. So again, the best way to know for certain is just to turn on the back and look at it, because those terms are going to be used interchangeably. And then if you're looking at either tinctures or extracts, you'll probably see these same different things. And just to know for certain whether or not it's listed in it's kind of like an MCT oil or hemp seed oil, or whether it's alcohol, is just simply look on the back. That's probably the best way to kind of explain it, because those terms are probably still used interchangeably. As of me making this video, that's what I've kind of seen, and I want to explain that they're probably used interchangeably, talking about the same thing. So don't get overwhelmed with it. Just look at the product details, read the back of the label, and then of course I would tell you that from my personal experience, MCT is the optimal carrier oil to use, but you'll probably see similar listed in hemp seed oil, and you can make a decision, but MCT is the best one to use. So I hope that gives clarity. One thing that may happen is labeling seems to change based upon what regulators are kind of listing, so they may do away with the tincture word altogether, who knows. But I hope that gives kind of clarity, and the best way to always do is like you look for these little bottles and look on the back and then read the label, and you'll see whether or not it's containing alcohol, whether or not it's in the carrier oil, and then if it's in the hemp seed oil or if it's in the MCT oil. So I hope that gives you some sort of clarity there and gives some clarification on the subject matter, because it is confusion. It was something that caused me to be quite confused a while ago when I started looking at this. So again, I hope this is helpful for you. I appreciate you watching. If you look in the description of details underneath the video, I'll have some links to my website that have additional information, so check that out. It's out there for you, and I hope you subscribe, which you did, because you did at the beginning of the video, right? So once you do that, you'll receive updates on all of the videos that I update in the future. I appreciate you for watching, and stay empowered and informed, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.